Hey everyone, welcome back to Game Vault HQ. Today, we're diving into a game that's a bit of a hidden gem, Still Life from 2005. If you're a fan of murder mysteries and point-and-click adventures, this is one you won't want to miss. So let's get into why Still Life is more than just a game. It's an experience that has stuck with players for nearly 2 decades. Imagine this. You're an FBI agent in present-day Chicago, hot on the trail of a brutal serial killer. But just when you think you're onto something, you realize that this case has eerie similarities to one your grandfather investigated back in 1920s Prague. Still Life isn't just about solving a crime. It's about unraveling a story that spans 2 generations and 2 vastly different eras. This dual narrative is what makes the game so compelling. You're not just piecing together clues in one time period, you're flipping between the present and the past, discovering how these 2 cases are intertwined. The way the game connects these 2 timelines is nothing short of brilliant. It's like reading a really good mystery novel where every chapter reveals something that makes you rethink what you thought you knew. One of the first things you'll notice about Still Life is its atmosphere. This game just oozes with mood. Whether you're wandering through the foggy, cobblestone streets of 1920s Prague or the shadowy alleys of modern Chicago, the game pulls you in with its detailed, pre-rendered backgrounds. Sure, it's not the 3D world we're used to today, but it's got a charm that really works for this type of story. The lighting and shadows are used perfectly to create a sense of tension. You know that feeling you get when you're watching a really good thriller and you're on the edge of your seat, waiting for something to happen. That's what playing Still Life feels like. The music and sound effects only add to this, with haunting melodies and sudden noises that keep you constantly on your toes. If you're into point-and-click adventures, Still Life is going to feel familiar, but in a good way. You've got your inventory, your puzzles, and your character interactions, all the staples of the genre. But what makes this game stand out is how it uses these elements to enhance the storytelling. The puzzles aren't just there to slow you down, they actually make you feel like you're part of the investigation. Whether you're analyzing crime scenes or piecing together evidence, each puzzle brings you closer to cracking the case. And let's not forget the dialogue system, which gives you the choice to either stick to the main story or dive deeper into the backstory. It's a great way to flesh out the characters and the world they live in. Let's talk about Victoria McPherson, the FBI agent you'll be spending most of your time with. She's tough, she's smart, and she's not afraid to drop an F-bomb when the situation calls for it. But, and it's a bit of a big but, her character can sometimes feel a little inconsistent. One minute she's all business, the next she's using slang that feels a bit out of place for a seasoned FBI agent. The voice acting is a mixed bag too. Some characters are voiced brilliantly, bringing a lot of depth to the story, while others, not so much. But even with these hiccups, the characters are engaging enough to keep you invested. Plus, the game's dialogue options let you explore their personalities more if you choose, adding another layer to the experience. So, is Still Life worth your time? Absolutely. While it might not have the cutting-edge graphics or gameplay mechanics we see in today's games, it's got something even more important, a story that sticks with you. The atmosphere is thick with tension, the puzzles are satisfying, and the dual timelines create a narrative experience that's hard to forget. If you're a fan of mystery games or just love a good story, Still Life is a game that deserves a spot on your must-play list. It's a reminder that sometimes it's not about how flashy a game is, but how it makes you feel, and Still Life delivers on that front in spades. So give it a shot and see if you can solve the mystery that spans 2 lifetimes. Until next time, keep your mouse at the ready and your detective hats on. Game Vault HQ, signing off.